No Big 12 title game, so obviously TCU and Baylor are going to have impressive showings, put a final stamp on their 2014 resumes with convincing wins against Iowa State and K-State respectively. So we're going to bring in our insiders to debate which team, or if perhaps maybe both teams, depending on the outcome of the other conference title games, however, deserve to be in the playoff. Horned Frogs insider Brian Estridge, Bears insider John Morris. I'm going to hand it off to you guys and just basically let you roll with it. Brian, you start, but John, when you chime in, make sure you give us your thoughts on the Bryce Petty concussion situation. Estridge, the floor is yours, sir. Go ahead.
Bonnie, why is Pete in such a bad mood? Everybody loves the Horned Frogs.
It's
Pete.
Every day, Brian. It's every day.
You know what? I think you bring up a good point in the early conversation there, Bonnie. I think there's a great opportunity that both these Big 12 teams are in the Final Four. I really think it. I've said it from the beginning. John and I have talked about it. I think they're both deserving to be there. Whether it's Alabama losing to Missouri or Florida State losing to Georgia Tech, something's going to happen, I really believe, and these two teams are both there. Obviously, TCU likes where they are right now at number 3, John, and we still have a lot of football to be played, as we've said.
Yeah, big games this weekend. No conference championship game, but Baylor is hosting Kansas State in Waco at McLean Stadium. That's a huge game. K-State is number 9 in the poll, and they have a share of the Big 12 lead right now. So it's a big game here. Any conversation involving Baylor is predicated on the fact that Baylor has to get by Kansas State, and that's not going to be easy. Good jump for TCU to move up to number 3. Baylor is right there in the picture. You ask about Bryce Petty, our quarterback, had a mild concussion last week in the game, the win over Texas Tech. He's going through the concussion protocol this week, and that's a process that's probably going to take all week before it gets decided if he plays or not.
What's your gut on whether he plays?
He's a real competitor. I mean, he will do everything he can. We've got a great training staff and doctors. I think he'll play.
All right, gentlemen, quickly for both of you, 10 seconds or less. Percentage chance your team makes the playoff and why? Brian, go.
100%. It's based simply on the body of work and the fact they're rated number 3 right now. They'll beat Iowa State on Saturday.
I would say this, Bonnie. For Baylor, I would say 61, maybe 58% that Baylor makes the top 4.
Well, as a refresher, TCU beat K-State earlier this year by 21 points, so you know the committee's going to have that in mind as they watch Baylor try to do damage against the Wildcats. Brian Estridge and John Morris, enjoy the game calls.
Thank you very much.